Greetings. I don't got too long to record on this one, but thank you for coming to another greenhouse. And about to read from The Quiet Dead, and this is just someone who was in a psychologist getting a reading. Basically, he was hypnotized and he got life regression. He ended up talking to a spirit that entered into this other person's body, and his name was Paulo. I kept wanting to think about the 20s, a big businessman, really powerful. He did a lot of manipulating of people and a lot of illegal things. Long pause. I had a beautiful wife, but I still messed around. She left me. I started going to hell. Everything I had went to hell. I had nothing. I became a drunk on Skid Row, sitting on the streets with nothing. God, I hated it. It was awful sitting there in my own spot, still feeling like that. I am nothing. I have nothing. I'll never go anywhere. I deserve it. I see me there, and it's awful. Basically, he was saying as a spirit, he see the body, but then he enter into this another person. So one of the doctor asked him this question: "Are you out of your body as you watch yourself?" Yes. I feel sorry for that person sitting there. I wish I could leave him. I want to go away someplace else, but I do not want to die. It didn't occur to me to kill myself. And I got a long pause. It says, I started to feel better, standing up, really happy. I'm dancing around, and it's a party. It's a real bright. I'm the only thing there. So basically, he's talking about how some people um, like when you are so-called alive in your body, you feel pains and things like that, but when you die you really can't tell the difference because you still have that concept of your physical self, but you don't have the sicknesses and the illnesses and things like that. So but anyway, reincarnation do exist, and I was listening to this rabbi, and this rabbi was going to reincarnation. He said, how can we have a just God if reincarnation didn't exist? Because you got a lot of scenarios that people, it appears that people get away with a lot of things. And he was going into scenarios and stories of how beauty is a test, money is a test, and all these things are a test. And because sometimes we're like, well, why this happened to this baby, or why these parents got this type of children, or because he says sometimes the children used to be the parents and the parents the children. You even friends and families, even people you work with, is the reason why you feel a certain way around a person and things like that. So y'all know about reincarnation. I don't have to go too far in that, but he basically saying as how can God be just if reincarnation didn't exist? And it's just many scenarios. You have one story of a little boy who had a birthmark on his head. He told his parents, I think at 5 years old, that somebody killed him with a some type of blade or something. They didn't believe him at first, but they looked. Make a long story short, they looked into the story. They found the body. Actually, they was trying to look for the body. They found the body. They found on the skeleton how the skull area was crushed, and that's where the birthmark in his new life is. They went to the town. The people in that town, that former family, just thought the guy just went to a different country to live. They didn't know he was dead. So they found the weapon that killed him, and they even found the guy who murdered him. And the guy was like in his 70s. Another story. It was a 7-year-old boy wanted to visit his wife, and she was in her 40s at the time, and they went there, and of course she didn't believe him. Some little kid talking about, but then of course the little boy went into stories that no one should have known, especially some little boy in a different state going to closet. And I think it's one story. I think that may be the same story that his military friends who were air flight pilots, they still were, still was alive. It may be two stories, but that's another scenario. One kid, he loved airplanes, talk about Japan and things like that in the war in Japan. And basically he's seen his old buddies. Everybody was in their 70s, and it was old. It's just a lot of stuff. Y'all can just look it up. So basically that's kind of talking about how God is a just God at all times. And people who had near-death experience, or what we know as near-death experiences, they said that they got this time period where you have this panoramic review of your entire life, and you will get the opportunity to experience every emotion, every pain and joy from the person who dealt with you. Everybody from birth to the time you physically died. So it is just, so don't think about Just because you're poor and you're suffering, or there's the billionaire there, everything is in harmony, everything is perfect. I like talking about how creation is so thoughtful that a raindrop come from thousands of feet in the air, but it don't even break the wing of a fly or break the legs of an ant. And even when these horrible storms come, they are warned and they move into a certain location so they won't get harmed. It's just so much. And Benjamin Carson, the amazing neurosurgeon, said you can learn one new fact for the next 3 million years, and you may be getting close to the capacity of your brain, the human brain. So that's my little piece for it cuts off on me, and I hope you're having a blessed day. And so again, if you don't enjoy your rewards now, you're gonna get your rewards, either good or bad. It's on you. Maybe you deal with your soul group or what have you. But again, it's real. It's a reality. If you don't believe it, just wait and see. Like that song, time is on your hands, correct? All right, peace and blessings.